And we're cooking with cake today. Hey, maybe grab some wine. We have an easy recipe for a delicious snack to munch on as you sip it. Maybe not until noon or so for that. How about you just look at this and watch what the kids can benefit too from cheese crackers. These things are crispy, they're delicious. Mariefiebach is with Feed Your Family tonight, and we sure appreciate you being here for this one. How are you?
I'm doing so well, Shane. It's always a joy to be here on Cake. Today we're making just one of my favorite savory snacks, and it's cheese crackers, kind of like Cheez-Its. It starts with 8 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese, and this is sharp cheddar, but you could use just a regular cheddar or even a Colby, and to that you're just going to add 1 cup of white whole wheat flour and 5 tablespoons of butter, and you want this at a cool room temperature. So you don't want it really warm, but you don't want it really cold either, just somewhere in between. And then you're gonna add an 1/8 teaspoon of onion powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of coarse sea salt. If you're using regular table salt, take that down to an 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then just a pinch of cayenne. I was telling Shane before, this is an ingredient that you won't notice it's there. It's not going to make it hot, but you'll notice if it's missing because you won't have that depth of flavor. And then all you're going to do is run this in your food processor for about 2 minutes. And this is going to eventually form into a ball. And then you're going to take it out and put it on plastic wrap, and you're going to chill it for 30 minutes. I tested this recipe several ways, and when I rolled it out before I had chilled the dough, the crackers were not as crispy, and I really like my cheese crackers to be really crispy, and so you really want to let this chill for about 30 minutes before you roll it. You can see here the dough is starting to form into a ball. It's getting less of a powder. What's happening scientifically is that butter's warming up and it's starting to bring everything together. The cheese is starting to warm up as well, and now look, it turns into a ball right here, and then that's it. You're gonna take this dough out and you're gonna put it in some plastic wrap. I like to do it in 2 pieces of plastic wrap, and because 1/2 of this recipe will about fill a regular sheet pan. So I have some chilled here, and you just have to roll it out. It takes a little bit of muscles to get it rolled out really thin. And eventually what you're gonna do, once it's all rolled out and thin, is you're gonna poke a hole with a bamboo skewer. So once I've got this all rolled out, I cut it, and I don't actually use a knife. This is just an icing spreader because my Silpat mat, you don't want to use a knife. You could also use parchment paper if you wanted to use a knife, and you're gonna cut these with the knife, but you're gonna leave it. You're not actually gonna spread them apart, so you end up with like one big cracker here.
Yeah.
But what happens is after it's cooled, then you just break it apart into individual crackers, and this makes a great little snack. I like to make them at the holiday times just to keep around for something savory. You know, there's so many sweets at the holiday times, and sometimes it's nice to have something that's salty and cheesy rather than all of the sugar. And I kind of talk about planning for your holidays in the new Feed Your Family Tonight Holiday Planning Guide. It has all sorts of things to get you ready for the holidays so that you can focus on what's most important and enjoy your time with your family. You can look at your activities, and you can look at the movies you want to see and make intentional lists. There's also a big, huge thing on gift giving. If you have lots of different people that you're giving gifts to, there's a whole page. So you can list a page for the teachers, a page for the neighbors, a page for your family, and then put it all together so you're only making one shopping trip to each store.
It's like a guide for all of the holidays, not just what to eat, what to do. Thank you very much, Marie. It's always a pleasure to have you here. These are delicious, and then you store them right in a mason jar or even a plastic bag, something like that?
Anything that's airtight. They're gonna hold for about a week, but I can tell you they've never lasted that long in my house.
Yeah, they won't last that long around here either. All right, thank you very much. We've got a lot more. Just go check out Mariefiebach at Feed Your Family Tonight's Facebook page or at feedyourfamilytonight.com.